Well, following on from our previous update, I think we were just waiting at the ranch to be fed. It was a lovely meal, really enjoyed it. It was ribs and chicken, barbecue style, with beans and coleslaw and cornbread, which was absolutely wonderful. It would have been an absolute A+++, but one of the guests started complaining because they put ribs and chicken in the same bucket. It takes all sorts. Then went on some rides. We went on the Indiana Jones and Mum's favourite, the Thunder Mountain. And we were finished off Disneyland. We managed to catch It's a Small World and got the best view of a lot of the parade by accident, and then saw the finale again by accident. Just right place, right time. And then we came home to bed. We went to bed because we were absolutely dropping. And then this morning we got up, left the hotel, and we travelled here to Culver City, and we're sat in the Sony employees cafeteria having just had pizza and thoroughly enjoyed it, and we're waiting for our tour. And that's it, Sandy out the road.
Let's see around the place.
Enemy to filming. Anybody know why that is? Glare, reflection, exactly right. Yeah. So the thing is, all that glass is actually on a swivel. So what you can do is, if you're getting a reflection of a camera, of a crew guy, whatever, you can tilt the glass one way or another slightly and get rid of any reflections that way. So when you have a set like this, for any movie or TV show, they're always going to build the windows, the glass, any kind of a mirror or anything like that on a swivel as much as you can. Because otherwise, you're really going to find yourself in trouble if you can't get rid of that glass. Have the news that you understand what so you want to make sure to watch out.
So what are you doing, so?
I'm desperately trying to find something.
What are you desperately trying to find?
That's been in a movie that I can have.
You're doing alright so far.
Oh no, these are just like props, aren't they?
I mean, those pieces you got there, you could have got from Primark, couldn't you?
Well, they've not been in True Blood, have they?
Right?
That's why we're getting those, aren't we? That's the whole purpose of these two items.
So this is essentially Antonia at a Hollywood car boot sale.
That's right. What's it?
Like a pig in poo, aren't you?
Can we have 2 pairs of glasses? Thank you. Alrighty, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to Universal Studios Hollywood. My name's Mimi, and I'm going to be your guide today as we lift the veil of secrecy on some of Hollywood's hottest filming locations. We have lots of fun in store for you today, all kinds of cool stuff you're going to see. Want to make sure that, as I mentioned, you have those 3D glasses. Also, small children need to be seated towards the center of the row, away from the outside gates. You want to keep them where they're nice and safe in the center, because I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. That's what I'm saying. So we have lots of really cool stuff to share with you today. You're also going to get a little view on some of our Halloween Horror Nights setup, which is actually going on right now. Well, not today, but it starts this evening at 7 p.m. So come back and visit us the whole month of October for Halloween Horror Nights. Check out the dates that runs. I believe right now it's the weekends. As we get closer to Halloween, they'll be running it, I believe, Wednesday through Sunday, so you can check that out. So I want to introduce you right now to my co-host, brand new to the studio tour this year. He's going to tell you a little bit more about what we have in store for you. Here he is.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide.
Mimi.
And the greatest driver.
Roy.
They're the best. I love them. Even though
Mimi.
owes me $5. I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
We have just a few safety rules, some more that we want to run by you, so check these out right quick, and then we'll be done with all that. But you know what, first we invite everybody hanging out in line, all the guides, everybody, goodbye, goodbye now, goodbye. All right, let's get to these rules, shall we? Yes, we shall. If you have any problems of any kind, reach overhead, pull on the emergency cord located down the center of the ceiling. Frankie says, sit down, relax, don't do it. Please do not stand up while the tram is moving. Smoking, bad. Really bad for you and not allowed on the tour. Also, be prepared for loud noises, fire effects, sudden tram movements, and the possibility of getting wet. That's right, there are several water effects on the tour today, so although you will be able to get some great pictures, make sure you have those cameras protected, okay? Especially the first couple rows, because I tend to spit when I talk, so you might want to back it up. You like that? Just kidding. Oh, sorry, I'm not going to spit. So we're headed down to the working studio now, where some of Hollywood's biggest names come to work every day. Speaking of big names, I'm going to introduce you to one right now. No? Give it a shot. So we do film lots of productions here on the Universal lot. Right now, take a look at this classic film. A little clip from a 1940s film. See if you can guess what film this is from.
I have the room ready for you and Mrs. Barrington. Thank you, Mark.
Did you hear that? Mrs. Barrington.
Not quite, darling, but sure. Very nice. Hello. Yes? Every bottle of champagne sent to the room at once. And make sure that we are not disturbed for any reason.
Alright, we played a little trick on you. Obviously, that was not a clip from the 1940s. That was shot just recently here on our front lot inside of one of our sound stages. That is where we're taking you first into the front lot where we have our 35 sound stages. And it's inside of them that we can create any environment that a story demands. On your left, sound stage 12 is the largest sound stage in the world, and we've built some of the biggest movie sets in history here. Some of the productions that have filmed more recently, The Muppets, that's going to be released this November with Amy Adams and Jason Segel. Also Fast 5, which came out in April. The Showtime series Weeds with Mary Louise Parker. And also Cowboys and Aliens that came out this past summer with Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford. Now on your left-hand side, we have stage 25. That happens to be the busiest sound stage on the lot. Stage 25 is currently home to television's #1 crime drama, CSI, starring Mark Helgenberger, and new to the show this season, Ted Danson. Check it out, coming up here on your right-hand side is the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo. That must mean Scooby and Shaggy are grabbing a Scooby snack somewhere nearby. But keep your eyes open for them, because I'm sure you'll see them at some point today in the park. Now these sets here are what we call closed sets. And that means that only the cast, crew, and invited guests are allowed in. But next time you come to Universal, you might want to try the VIP experience, where you can become one of those invited guests and go and explore sets that are used for filming. Over here on your right, stage 28 is the oldest soundstage on the lot. Over 80 years ago, Universal invented the monster movie right inside of that stage. It was constructed to house the elaborate Paris Opera House sets for the film The Phantom of the Opera, starring Lon Chaney and of 1,000 Faces. But it's also been home to many creepy characters over the years. Our television history goes back some 70 years with the opening day ceremonies of the New York World's Fair back in 1939. That was our very first broadcast. Since then, NBC and Universal have produced some of the most successful television shows in history, including The Tonight Show, The Cosby Show, Seinfeld, Friends, Cheers, West Wing, My Name is Earl, The Office, 30 Rock, Scrubs, Deal or No Deal, Fear Factor, Heroes, America's Got Talent, Got Voice. Lots of TV shows right here at NBC Universal. Over here on the right, we are passing by some of our television sound stages. Coming up in just a moment, stage 43 and 44. That's where we filmed the series Parenthood, created by Ron Howard and Brian Grazer. It's a great show with a wonderful cast, Lauren Graham, Craig T. Nelson, Peter Krause. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend that you check out Parenthood. It's one of my favorite shows. It's on NBC right now, I believe Tuesday nights, so check it out if you get the opportunity. A television shows shoot on an extremely fast schedule. The average episode only takes about 1 week to complete, from the very first rehearsal all the way to the final taping. And movies are a completely different story. They can take several months, sometimes even years to complete, and involve several hundreds of people. These beige bungalows on your left used to be dressing rooms for stars like John Wayne, Rock Hudson, Doris Day. Right now they're production offices. This is where a lot of the big movies and TV shows get their start right here. They purchase a script, hire the director, the actors, choose the locations for filming. All that's done from these beige bungalows. Coming up, you'll see the Hasbro bungalow on your left, marked by Mr. Potato Head. Hasbro bringing us films like G.I. Joe. Next up, Battleship, films based on their games and toys. Also, the 5195 bungalow, you'll see the silhouette of the incomparable Alfred Hitchcock. That's where he made his home when he was here at Universal. He directed movies like The Birds, Rear Window, Vertigo, and Psycho. Now, folks, in just a moment, we're going to be leaving the front lot. We're going to take you onto the back lot, where the world is literally just right around the corner here, but nothing is quite what it appears to be. On your right, you'll see a large backdrop with a skyline, a photograph of the city skyline on it. That was actually used in the film Skyline. Pretty ironic, huh? I know. Now, the structures that you're going to be seeing out here may look like they're made out of brick or stone, but they're not. They're actually made out of very lightweight materials like foam rubber and fiberglass. They're not even really complete structures. Most of them are just the fronts and sides of buildings, or what we call facades. See, we only build what the camera needs to see, and then we reuse the same sets over and over again, simply by changing their appearance slightly, so hopefully you won't recognize them from one production to the next. Over here on your right, you'll see a row of brownstones. Looks like New York Film Academy students out there filming today. Now, these brownstones you might recognize as the neighborhood where Jim Carrey lived in Bruce Almighty.
Where's the dog?
I'm in the shower.
Inside bad, outside good. Inside bad, outside good. Oh, you're done now. B-E-A-U.
Now, if you notice, one side of the street is a residential area and the other side is a business district. Now that allows us to put our cameras in the center, as you can see the camera over there, and merely by turning them one direction to the next, we can actually make you think that we've shot on several different locations when actually all the filming has taken place right here on this one street. Oh, she's getting married. Have a wonderful day. The pretty bride.
Be happy.
Don't get your dress dirty. Now these are what we call our metropolitan sets. And we're going to take you into an entirely different part of the country here in just a moment here. We call these our metropolitan sets, but we're going to take you onto New York Street. Now, if you're wondering, as I mentioned, what's going on here, the activity on your left-hand side, these are New York Film Academy students. They get to come and hone their craft here during the summer, practice their skills to become the next major film producer, actor, director. That's what they do down here. We wish them the best of luck because we know they work hard. It's pretty hot out here, and they're going to be working hard today. And we wish them the best of luck, don't we? Yeah, that's right. Good stuff. So right now we're going to take you onto New York Street. My co-host Jimmy Fallon is no stranger to New York. It's where he films his late night show. So check it out.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighbor. What's that mugged over there? An old woman. Tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. I'm walking here! Hey, it's cool guys. I was just, just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets.
That's right, some of the recent productions that have filmed right down here. Amazing Spider-Man that's going to be released next year in July 2012. Starring Andrew Garfield as the new Spider-Man and Emma Stone. Also Captain America, the first Avenger, starring Chris Evans and Tommy Lee Jones. This is also an area where we shot some of Transformers. And next spring, Universal will be bringing Transformers back to life right here with the opening of Transformers The Ride 3D. So come back and visit us in the spring of next year and check that out.
If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
These sets are very versatile and they're actually brand new because of a fire we had. We had to rebuild them. With the help of Steven Spielberg supervising, he's worked with the studios several times over the years. Another director that has collaborated with the studios is Academy Award-winning director Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct it. So I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up into adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board this ship, you're traveling to a lost island, you're encountering monsters, creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, just have them in your hand because we're about to get to Skull Island.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Skull Island.
Glasses on, everybody. We're back at Skull Island.
filmmaking today. The film was created by Peter Jackson and the team at Weta Digital. In fact, the filmmakers at Weta have won 5 Academy Awards and worked on films such as King Kong, Lord of the Rings Trilogy, and Avatar. I hope you will not be needing reading glasses again for the rest of the tour, but just hang on to them, and I'll let you know where you can set them at the very end of the tour, okay? I'm at it one more time for King Kong 360. 3D! Well, we still have a whole tour. I'm going to take you on lots of really cool stuff to see coming up. Over here on your left-hand side are some steel frames. Give it up for the steel frames. No, they're not very excited. Well, thank you for playing along. I appreciate that. Actually, they're just there. Thought I'd point them out. But coming up, we have our greenery department. Now, we use a combination of real plants and artificial plants. And the reason that we use artificial plants is because a lot of real plants could never withstand the intense lighting that we use in our sound stages. But now, get your cameras ready, because coming up on your left are some of the most recognizable big screen icons. These cars coming up on your left are what we call picture cars. A picture car is basically any car that's seen by the camera on set. Some of the cars right here have become as famous as the stars who have driven them. Filmmakers use a combination of picture cars, computer-controlled robotics, and computer-generated imagery to bring nearly impossible scenarios to life. So please take your seat, car 4. And we now, oh, and car 3, don't sit on the edge of the gate there, please, if you could take your seat. Gentlemen in car 3, I need you to sit in your seat and not on the gate. They're not meant to hold your body weight. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. So we're going to take you behind the scenes and show you how some of these effects come together with the use of picture cars and computer-controlled robotics. And that's the wrong clip. Good morning. Go!
We go live in 5. It's time for ignition.
There you go. Welcome now to Special Effects Stage 55. We've got it set up for some special effects with these computer robotic drift racers here. But I think we have time to get a little demonstration. Let's see.
Clear on the set. Let's see the bullet hits. And go. Smoke. Go. Fire. Go. Okay, we're clear for a full run through. All systems checked. This one's for real, guys, so watch out. And action.
Examples of motion controlled robotics. Take a bow, boys. Hey, you guys got any other moves for us? For our special effects team and Karma and Carnage. Yeah. Now we're going to take you from the mean streets of Tokyo to a jungle off the coast of Costa Rica.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
InGen Enterprises from the Lost World and Jurassic Park. All of the picture cars here were used in the Jurassic Park films 2 and 3. The mobile lab that you see on your screens is the very same one coming up on your left-hand side that was seen in the film, dangling off a cliff as the mother T-Rex tried to rescue her baby. The last Jurassic Park film was made back in 2001, so dinosaurs are pretty much extinct by now.
Oh, you gonna spit on me?
I told you I might spit. Pretty good distance too, huh? I practice at home on my cats. Weather plays a really important role in filming, but sometimes it can be somewhat of a challenge. Because here in Southern California, we basically just get the same old boring sunshine day in and day out. Can you feel my pain? But sometimes we need to create weather. Like say we need to create snow or rain. Well, the way that we create rain is, well, you know what? I'm not going to tell you this. I happen to have one of America's favorite weathermen on board, and he wants to talk about the weather, so I'm going to turn you over to him. You know him. You love him. He's the Today's Show's Al Roker.
Hi everybody, here's today's forecast for the Universal Backlot. It's going to be sunny and dry in 6 Points, Texas. Cool and cloudy in Little Europe. Expect snow and sleet on New York Street. And we've got a high chance of fog and precipitation for Skull Island, Amity Island, and Isle du Bois. That's your forecast for today. Now here's a look at what's going on in your neck of the woods.
Oh, wait a minute, guys. There's a flood warning. There's a flood warning here. I don't know. That Al's pretty accurate. I don't really think this is that much rain, though. Just started. I mean, really. It's not enough to do any damage. Whoa, it is a flood, and it's headed right for the tram. That flood effect was caused by dumping thousands of gallons of water from tanks at the top of the hill. And if you look down, you see the grading where the water is then recycled and brought right back up to the drinking fountains in the park. No. Actually, we bottle it and we sell it to Disney. So, just in case we're going there next. Deborah! We're going to take you into the oldest sections of our backlot right now. These are our Western sets. We filmed lots of Westerns back in the day. I'm sure you're all familiar with those fight scenes, you know, where the cowboys get punched in the face or hit over the head with chairs or thrown through plate glass windows. Well, you know, that was all really choreographed. None of that was real. And when they got hit over the head with the chair was made of a very light balsa wood. And if they got thrown through a window, the window was made of a flimsy material called candy glass, because it's made from spun sugar. And if they got thrown up against the side of a building, chances are they'd bounce right back off, because the buildings were made of foam rubber. Keep that in mind as you watch this next clip.
And you're just gonna stir things up here. That I am.
Trailer's next to the house there.
Mine hit the ground first. Mine was taller.
So there. You don't mess with the Duke. In case you didn't recognize those famous cowboys, that was Kirk Douglas and John Wayne the Duke. To tell you the truth though, John Wayne wasn't even his real name. His real name was Marion Michael Morrison. Now folks, we're going to take you inside of a soundstage here. It's very important as we enter that you stay in your seats, keep your arms, legs, heads inside the tram, because this is what we call a hot set. And that means that it's fully dressed and ready for filming as soon as the director yells action. So they are actively filming on this set. We want to make sure we don't disturb anything that might be in place for filming when they come back. This is a 2-level soundstage. Upstairs is a busy street scene. And down here is a subway station. really does look like a subway station, doesn't it? On the left, we have our tracks for our subway train. On the right, turnstiles. You have to pass to enter a subway. You can see the steps that lead right up to the street scene above our heads. We've got map routes on the walls, ticket machines, benches for the people. What was that? Probably just a little tremor, folks. Don't worry. We get used to them after a while. All right, okay. Take it easy. It's going to be okay. Get in your seat and remain calm. This could be the big one. Whoa, turn on that driver left. The ceiling just came in. Just experienced earthquake, the big one. Large-scale mechanical effects like those are used extensively on our disaster films. You might recognize our set from a recent episode for the television series Bones.
I said, okay. I don't want to see that one. I said,
What's going on? Let's get out of here! The water main just broke!
Let's welcome now to 6 Points, Texas. And we call this 6 Points because it's actually 6 separate Texan towns, and they all meet in the center. Back in the days of the silent film, we could actually shoot 6 movies down here at the same time, because it wouldn't matter if the sound traveled from one production to the next. Now take a look at your monitors. I'll show you a real live Western duel that took place right here in 6 Points.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Now look here. Nice folks in this town don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal lot.
I hear this where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot you.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Lucky shot.
Now what say you mount up and get out of town while the getting's good?
All right. Well, I'll see you again, Fallon.
Or you can count on it, Tom. Now get.
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
We just have to talk down, that's all.
An interesting fact about 6 Points is the buildings were built on a 7/8 scale, which allowed our cowboys to look a lot larger than life when they stood next to them. But now we're going to cross the border from 6 Points, Texas, into Old Mexico. You might recognize this set from Paramount's Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. We also did some filming here recently for the television show Community and the film Hop with Russell Brand and James Marsden. But now, I don't know about you folks, but I'm still feeling, oh, sugar. I could use me a little vacation, huh? What do you say we head over here to Amity Island? It's the small seaside town, terrorized by a great white shark in Steven Spielberg's Academy Award-winning film Jaws. Now, as you can see, they finally caught that famous shark Bruce. They've got him strung up there. But they do have some police divers here anyway. They're going to do a final sweep of the harbor. Make sure it's safe to be able to beaches. Hopefully this work gets too cold. Oh, wait a minute. There's that's going to leave a mark. We had a lot of cuts. Ooh, there they are. That's disturbing. Yeah, Roy, if we pull up next to these highly flammable gas tanks, I think we'll probably be pretty safe out here. Folks, keep your eyes on that yellow barrel out there because we've got it baited. Oh, good, he's taking the bait. And he's taking the pier. Say hello to Bruce. That's right, folks. That was Bruce, the big plastic mechanical shark that terrified you in the film, Jaws. And I'll tell you something, it's a good thing that shark was even working today, because during the making of the movie, he was constantly breaking down. You see, they built him in a freshwater tank inside one of the sound stages. So when they took him out to the saltwater ocean, his electronics kept malfunctioning, and he very rarely worked. The very first day of filming, they took him out on the ocean, and he sank right to the bottom of the ocean. Well, don't take my word for it. Here's director Steven Spielberg.
That's a hard to find shark. The shark was frustrated. It didn't really work. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the regulators. They were always saying, the shark is not working. The shark is not
The shark worked well enough for a while there and things the whole time. So I really owe the shark a lot.
The fact that the shark didn't work, to Spielberg did manage, because instead of seeing so many shots of that big plastic fake-looking shark, a lot of the shots were seen through the shark's point of view, which made it a little bit more scary. We saw what the shark was seeing, we heard that music, a little bit more suspenseful. Now get your cameras ready, because we're turning on to Wisteria Lane, home of ABC's Desperate Housewives.
Oh, y'all know that. I don't have to watch it.
It's the last season of Desperate Housewives. So right now, the gold house on your left, that right now belongs to Gabby, played by Eva Longoria. The yellow house on your left belongs to Susan. Susan is played by Terry Hatcher. And she lives right next door to Lynette. Lynette is played by Felicity Huffman, and she lives in the greenhouse. There's my Aston Martin. That's right, Vaughn. Mimi Vaughn. Straight up ahead of us, the pink house that belongs to Renee, who's played by Vanessa Williams.
That's all she can, right?
Got a lot of Desperate Housewives fans on board today. Oh, that's one. Okay, that's good. I watch it. I'm with you. I feel you. As we make our way back up Wisteria Lane, the blue house with the detached garage that belongs to Bree Van de Kamp, played by Marcia Cross. But this wasn't always Wisteria Lane. Some of your favorite homes from TV and film are here. The house on your left with the white picket fence was the Beaver Cleaver household. The pink house on your right was the home of the Munsters. And the very last house, as we leave, on your right-hand side, was used as one of the frat houses in National Lampoon's Animal House. And now that you've seen Wisteria Lane up close and personal, let's take a look at how it translates to the small screen.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighbor.
What the heck? Let's move back.
can see Wisteria Lane pretty much looks like your average suburban neighborhood, but sometimes we need to create a neighborhood that's not so average. Something that has just a little bit more imagination to it. It's just what we needed coming up here on your left-hand side. Welcome to Whoville.
You're a bad banana with a greasy red beard.
And these are just a few of the exterior sets used on Dr. Seuss's How to Make Stories. I'm going to start getting gory here, folks, because we are using this area for our Halloween horror nights. Because the Who's, who do they live right next door to? Well, the Bates Motel from Alfred Hitchcock's classic thriller, Psycho. The Bates Motel and the Psycho House are two of the most famous sets still standing in Hollywood. Wait a minute. That's Norman. He didn't kill somebody. I don't know.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
It's a little early for a Halloween horror night, so I don't... Oh, wow. Okay. So it's just pay no attention to the man in the corduroy jacket. Because he's looking a little testy. Okay, all right, okay. Let's check out of the Bates Motel right about now. Okay, take it easy, Norman. I was close. Get out, Norman. He's got some other issues. He's trying to work out therapy. We're going to be taking you right past the Psycho House on our way to one of the most impressive sets ever constructed, the spectacular crash site from Steven Spielberg's War of the World. Now we are doing a little filming here for a film called Zombies on a Plane. And if you come check out Halloween Horror Nights, you'll get to know a little bit more about that. Now in just a moment, we'll stop our tram in the center to allow you to stand up, take some pictures. But please don't stand up until I tell you it's safe to do so. Okay, you can go ahead and stand up now for just a moment. And those of you who have been standing, you need to sit down. That's how I roll. Don't make me turn this tram around. I will do it. This amazing set is what remains of the New Jersey neighborhood where Tom Cruise hides out in the film War of the Worlds. And that was a real 747 too that was destroyed specifically for this very set. And now if you could all please take your seats again, I'll show you what this set looks like in the film.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
When you first began to sit down to talk about the War of the World, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Got them closed? Robbie, get in. Get in.
It's one of the largest sets ever constructed here on the Universal lot. Ooh, we got something going on up here. Do you know what it is, Roy? Probably allowed to say. Cool. Folks, the log cabin over here on your right is the cabin that was originally used for the film The Great Outdoors, starring the late great John Candy. I believe what we have set up out here is for an award show, the Scream Awards, perhaps. Since we're coming up towards the end of our tour, I think it's only fitting that we talk about movie finales. Many famous finales have been shot right over here using our backdrop. That is the world's largest freestanding backdrop. And what we normally do is we fill the reservoir in front of it with water. And we can make this look like an entire ocean. which is just what we did for Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. And you'll also see the backdrop in the upcoming film Wanderlust with Jennifer Aniston and Paul Rudd. Now we can also paint clouds on the backdrop or mountains, whatever it is we need for a specific shot. And take a look at your monitors and I'll show you just a few of the famous finales that have been filmed right here at Falls Lake. I see those clouds, those were actually painted onto the backdrop. Check this out, there's our computer-generated cow. In the last decade, computer-generated imagery, or CGI for short, has truly revolutionized the movie-making process. And if you look over there on the backdrop, you can see a lot of silver points that are located on the backdrop itself. That is how we use that backdrop for computer-generated imagery. Those little markings actually measure so we can line up the computer-generated imagery from the computer onto the backdrop. So you don't really actually need to paint clouds anymore on backdrops. The computers do everything for us nowadays. And we used a lot of CGI for our films, The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. And in just a moment, we're going to be taking you past one of the stages where we shot some of The Mummy. We're not allowed access to this particular stage from what I understand, some really creepy stuff went on recently while they were filming, so it is off limits. I know there's an investigation underway, and we're really not supposed to talk about it, so get your cameras ready, but you know what? I feel close to you guys. We've been together for, what, 45 minutes now, so I feel like I can tell you the truth. We're that close. What happened here recently is Whoopi Goldberg was filming, and no one has seen her since. Just kind of came here to film one day, and she's been missing ever since. I've heard the word haunted. Some really creepy stuff has been going out here. Even when they shot The Mummy out here, the whole cast and crew shot here for about a week, and then they moved the entire production to England. They wanted nothing to do with this area. So it is off limits. They had some police tape up here a few days ago. I don't know if it's still up. No, it's not up. But get your cameras ready, because we are going to go past it and you're going to be able to see it. Looks really cool. I don't think we're supposed to go through. Looks like we're headed right through the tomb. Oh, the humanity. Uh-oh, scare needles. That is not a good sign. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you have just survived that curse. Of these two. And a little harmless H2O, so nothing to worry about. Over in the home stretch much now, so I'm going to bring back my special guest one more time.
Well, I can't believe it. We've made it to the end of our tour, you guys. How about
Mimi
and
Roy?
weren't they the best? Hey, before we go, I'd like to sing you a little song I made up. I was just 5 years old. It's called Tramcasting. We had a real good time together. Now the ride is done. We saw some crazy cool stuff, and we had a lot of fun. This tram has made its final stop. But don't be sad and blue, 'cause there's still one more thing that I'd like to say to you. Have a fantastic day.
Folks, as we wrap up our tour of the world-famous Universal Backlot, if you're looking for something else fun to do while you're in town, we are currently offering free tickets to a taping of The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. So if you're interested, be sure to check out the Hollywood ticket outlet across from the exit of Shrek to check availability. Tickets are limited, so be sure to stop by soon.
Watch your step as you exit the jam. Be alright, just a dance out.
Folks, have a great rest of your day here at Universal Studios Hollywood, entertainment capital of LA. As you exit, you're going to see these blue bins off to your left-hand side. That's where we want you to put your 3D glasses, folks. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye now.
Sneeze on sneeze cam.
We're here in Universal and it is absolutely boiling hot. It's our wedding anniversary and my husband's frying tonight because he forgot the sun cream, so look out for the Felicia beacon. We've just been on the Backlot tour, which to my mind is the nicest thing, the best thing of the lot, and we're just sipping from our Halloween horror cup at the moment, and we've had Panda Express and some breadsticks, and Paul had a cookie.
And who's been on the fiddle?
Paul.
Antonia with a wristband, the two, has been on the fiddle again.
It's Paul again. Paul's suggestion, I always get attributed to these things. And that's it, and I'm signing out for the moment.
Who's wearing the wristband?
I'm terrified. Yeah, yes,
I don't
because you
have a
won't wear
wristband,
it. You won't wear it, that's why.
The future. The polar ice caps have melted, and the continents are deep beneath the waves. The survivors live on these floating fortresses known as atolls in this place called WaterWorld. Brave explorers voyage in search of a legend of dryland, the last remaining on the planet. But the Deacon, maniacal leader of a group of evil raiders called Smokers, is determined to find dry land first. He's ensured that no explorer has ever returned until now.
It's a woman! It looks like it's Helen! Return signal! Open the gate!
Close the gates! Matt, keep a lookout! Feast your eyes on this.
It's pure dirt! How'd you come by it?
I've been to Dryland.
Dryland? That's just a myth!
No, it's not a myth. I've been there. It's our salvation. We can all start new lives.